Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Bennett, and I am fine in every conceivable meaning of the word. I broke one of my rules today, and usually I don't buy games at full price. I guess technically speaking, this was 10% off. It's Cursed Words. It's out. I played the demo a while ago for 3 videos in a row because I adore this game. It is a thing of beauty. Hey, I'm Michael. I'll be your expedition guide. You look like a clever sort. I'll bet you know a word or two. Maybe you could help me out? I'm making a dictionary because I love words and I want to know them all. Here's how you can help. I'm going to explain this real quick. First things first, this is your grid. You can write words on it by drawing lines through tiles. Different letters are worth different amounts of points. Add the points up and that's your word score. Yep, this is your target. You want to use your word score to reduce this number to 0. You have 5 grids to get it done. That's up to 5 different words. Okay, let's see you in action, wordsmith. Alright. Right now there isn't really a benefit to completing it quickly any given round. Is Z a word? It is, okay. But if I can clear it in one, then that's obviously optimal. But in the tutorial, it doesn't matter too much. Psst, hey kid. Come with me, I want to show you something. If you've already watched me play the demo, like, first of all, hey, I'm glad I have a fan as big as you. Then I'm sorry that I'm reading all of this again. Listen, Michael's a bit of a stickler for rules, so don't tell him about this place. Before I tell you anything else, though, we have to get you inducted. Let me see, I should have a spare pin here somewhere. Carp streamers. Scatter 1 red and 1 blue tile. Congratulations, you're now a member of the Secret Syntactic Society. This is my shop where you can buy stickers, stamps, and tiles. Stickers help you get stronger and score more points. You can upgrade them to make them even better. Stamps change the way you play the game. They can't be upgraded, but they're pretty powerful. Your items will always activate left to right. Stickers then stamps. Move them around to change the order. Any tiles you've bought can be used by dragging them over the grid. They transform the tile underneath and get consumed. These items combine to get pretty crazy. See what you can cook up. Oh, who am I? My name is E Knight A56. Hey, that's the model phone I have. But you can call me E. Well, go ahead and check out the shop. Your first item is on me. We're society buddies after all. So this game is insane. It is absolutely crazy and I love it so much. Because like right now everything is like fairly standard. Let's see. If your word starts with a letter later in the alphabet than the previous word. Oh, they changed that, I think. I think it used to be if it's the one immediately after in the alphabet, but now it's just later in the alphabet. That's pretty good. Let's see. I want colored tiles. Scattered blue tiles huddled together. Not really interesting. I'm gonna freeze the blue jeans for later. The worn out jeans, I mean. So I was like having some technical difficulties today. Where I'm getting started on the weird words early this time. Queenia. Let's just go with queen. Oh, hang on. Now I get bonus points for the color palette or whatever that item is called. Technical issues is I think what I was talking about a second ago. The word submitted on the first grid of each encounter gets 2 times word score. That's pretty good. Z's can behave as S's. Start of grid, S's become Z's. That's amazing. Q's can behave as a QU. Q's get times 5 tile score. These are both amazing. I'm going to take both of these. Because after I uploaded my incredible YouTube short to Rogue's Digest, detailing the introduction of Fox McCloud in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I really like. I wanted to play Star Fox Zero again so badly. Problem is, gamepad is broken. Wii U gamepad is broken. 2 color tiles become colorless. You only submit words with 5 or fewer tiles. That's fine. So I was like, okay, surely they figured out how to connect Steam Deck to to Cemu. And they kind of did, like 2 years ago, and then in the new versions it doesn't work anymore, apparently. And that is infuriating. So I wasted a bunch of... no. a bunch of time trying to get that working, and it just will not work. And that is very, very sad. Like, I've been able to get it to a point where... Poby. I mean, surely Pob sounds like a word. Peeber. I want to include colored tiles, but I don't think I can include both colored tiles here. I mean, Brit is acceptable. Bright, unfortunately, isn't the word. Beer? Really? What does that mean in English? Because that's German for beer. Bitte. Fighter. There we go. Figured it out. And now that I needed something later in the alphabet. Oh yeah. That tile's gone all wobbly. And you have an item that lets your tiles act like other tiles and will make them wobble. If you're unsure why a tile is wobbling, check your items to see which one is causing it and how you can use the tile. Why did they... No, check your items, I said. So the reason this is wobbly is because this now also counts as an S, and this one's wobbly because it also counts as a QU. So these are massive upgrades, actually. But I don't quite know how to use them here. And I like really... I would really like to play Star Fox Zero again, because I've been wanting to do like a series of reviews of like all the Star Fox games. I've wanted to do that forever because Beyond Good and Evil 2, there just aren't any news about it, and I like wanted to review something else. Great work finishing off your first boss. After you defeat a boss, you can choose how to upgrade your pin. Choose the upgrade that fits your stickers and stamps best, then you'll be unstoppable. Okay. Let's see, colored tiles get more points. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I can choose between red tiles and blue tiles. I've already seen a couple of blue synergies in the shop, and I don't know if that makes them less likely to appear again. Let's just go with red synergies, because one of my favorite items actually interacts with red tiles. Tile Ninja, get times 1.2 word score, place a consumable tile to improve. Oh, interesting. Okay, so blue jeans, not what I'm doing anymore. Magic wand is pretty good. And let's see. Do I get the electric guitar? It's good pointage. It's good pointage. All right. Do I freeze the Tile Ninja? I don't know. I don't think I really have any synergy with it. Let's just continue. Like, it is so infuriating when you have like a technical issue and it just will not resolve. Oh my god, is that Squint? See, that's why I love this game. Squint. Squint, what a word. I love that Michael always pops up and is like, oh yeah, you totally meant to play that word. Because if you turn off him popping up, you will have no idea what word you just played, and it is really funny. Positions which were red in the previous word turned red. Well, I do go for red tiles, I claim. Red tiles get +1 tile score for each red tile used as encounter. Upgraded, it'll be pretty good. Let's see. Let's add more red tiles to the board. And then freeze the telescope for next time. Do one restock, maybe we'll find something. Your first 2 red tiles get ×3 tiles score. That's not that interesting. Oh, when I played the demo, I didn't understand you can double letter teleport. What it means is that if you are on like a T, you can teleport to any other T on the board. It's really funny. And if you have like another stamp, I believe it was, that makes it so all red tiles also count as E's. It means that you can teleport from any red tile to any other red tile because they all count as E's. And the scores just get ridiculous. And like, this is the game at its most sane. This is the game at its most normal. It only gets weirder from here. Okay, let's see what we do here. A Stomer. I definitely want to use some Z's. Oh my god, I could just do that. Z's. And like, it already is starting to be incredibly bizarre. Like, you already don't really know what you're playing anymore. I think this is probably optimal, because the colored tiles are the ones that get me the big points. So. Z's? Did you mean Z's? All right, not a one-turn kill. All right, and which one is it? The magic wand has a chance to turn tiles shiny, and shiny tiles are always worth 50 points, which is massive. Let's see. I'm sure I can do something weird with this. I definitely want the O. If I get the O, then we're good. So let's not even mess around forever. Outs. Yep. Thank you. All right, 68 points. Nice. I missed both the sweet spots perfectly. All right. Get 50 word score for each dollar you have. 2 for each dollar you have. Yeah. Ooh, the hungry snake. Okay, the young cardinal is really funny because it reduces the cost of everything that has red in its description. And what was really funny and very amusing to me is the fact that if like something, for example, contains the word colored and there's red at the end of colored, it also gets discounted. And I just love stuff like that. Let's see, increase target by 1,000. Okay, I'll do that. It's a little trickier, but the fox steals my money, so I'd rather not. All right, 130. All right. Oh, does it only count as a... Q's can behave as QU, okay. So it should... Tricky. Queen. Who? Anged. I'm angry because it doesn't work. The Cemu emulator is bullshit, so I'm angry. Ran. I am not getting any words just by clicking around. Weird. It's weird. Like a Vung. Vung should be a word. Usually this isn't so difficult. You know what? I'm gonna re-roll, whatever. Now there's no more cues, so I should have probably just gone with anything. Oh no, close your eyes, conservatives. Dater. Oh my god, dater is a word? Is dater a word now? Weird. Okay, let's go with dater. Nice, okay, down to 68 points. I continue to miss the sweet spots, that's delightful. Slot? Slotten? Zloat? I mean, that'll probably do it, right? Because it's later in the alphabet than dater. Let's just submit it. No, I overestimated my word finding skills. Oh, nice. Thud. Thant. I mean, than is right here. Let's just submit it. I'm a little bummed I didn't get to keep my save file apparently because I have like cleared all of the tutorial stuff. And the game gets way more interesting later on. More red tiles, baby. Woo! Oh, Magic Wand. Magic Wand is pretty good. Hungry Snake is really funny, I just want to show it off. Each red tile used scatters 2 red tiles into the next grid. Yeah, I need that. Electric Guitar is for points. Telescope is kind of weak, actually. I'm gonna sell the electric guitar. It's too situational. And let's see. Which order do I put these in? All of these are score-based, so it doesn't matter so long as the multiplier is at the end. And these can all go here. Alright, continue. And there's like a bunch of different characters. I think I've only played with 4 of them so far. And they're all really interesting. Like this is the tutorial. This is the, oh, this game isn't so weird. This is a safe space, you can... Oh. See, this is the fun part. Mixos. Jamie? I mean, this is already really powerful. Already a very strong word. Jamie? Jamois? Do I just go for the word? I mean, there's shunt, but that's not nearly as good. I can use 2 shiny tiles in one word. I should probably do that. It is too good to pass up on. Alright. Nice. Let's see. This one will be easy to finish off. Really, that's just a name then, I suppose. Word. But that'll be fine because I get the 6 extra points, right? Yes. And the multiplier. Right, I'm glad the fries got buffed because I think it was actually just... If it was the one... If it started with the letter that came next in the alphabet before. I think, but I may be mistaken. Restock, I want to get some upgrades. 2 times word score. Shop prices are doubled, best served fresh. So that's really funny. If you freeze the avocado to keep it for the shop later, it'll rot. And then it'll be a negative card. That's kind of funny. Alright, do I sell the red cardinal? Young cardinal? Yes, I can sell it. I never managed to get a fresh avocado in this game, so let's... I've played this game quite a bit on Steam Deck also, but on Steam Deck it had the problem that you couldn't drag and drop your items around, or the tiles, the consumable tiles, you couldn't use those. And that made it impossible to play on higher levels. All right. Come on, we can do this. How is this not a word? That should be a word. Lax, quacks. It was really funny. My siblings and I have recently, late last year, started playing friend slop games together online. And like, due to our age difference, we never had the chance to really play games together, all four of us, because by the time our youngest brother was old enough to hold a controller, me and my sister had already moved out. And it's been really fun just getting together once every so often to play Friend Slop. Are we there yet? Really fun game, actually. It's broken as hell, but it's fun. And my sister randomly started like, oh my god, do you remember Donald Duck Quack Attack, which is what Going Quackers was called in Europe? And I was like, oh my god, yes, of course I remember Quack Attack. That game was peak. But then we decided to not necessarily play it again because we don't want to find out if it was actually as good as we remember. Quee. It has to be like a good word somewhere, right? Reggae. Okay, let's re-roll. There's nothing good here. Scene. It's not very... And then like we started... While our brothers were busy pushing the RV out of a ditch, we were just like standing there with the remote controls for the winches to like pull in different directions, and just talking about how good those Playmobil games were we got one Christmas. Hype the Time Quest, such a classic. Joner. Joni. I'm struggling. Zoner. It's not good. It's not good at all. And obviously I played a word starting with Z. So, my crown, no, not the crown. Which one? French fries. Can't trigger at all. Let's try to ameliorate that a little bit. Nessa. I need to actually use some freaking colored tiles. This These. Oh my god, I'm struggling. Dazzy. No, not gonna do it. Thought. I disagree that that's not a word. Is it a nice word? No, but is it a word? Absolutely. Nights. I can't get any synergies going if all of my freaking red tiles are the worst possible tiles. Yes. Tassin. Heck. What is that? A say? Is that a word? I suppose so. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Okay, but now that I started a word with the letter A, anything I do now is gonna get the bonus. And here come the shiny tiles and a bunch of red tiles and... Oh goodness, these are too many Z's. You gotta calm down a little bit. Okay. So this is a kind of a dead end. If I don't plan on ending a word with orgs... you're a bunch of dorgs. Norg. Wonks. I mean, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll get me the points I need. Wonks. Yep. Nice. And the avocado bonus. Sweet. Alright. Alright, moving on. I really need to get some upgrades. Here are the upgrades. Let's freeze this one. Unfortunately, avocado makes everything twice as expensive. However, I think it's worth it for getting double worth score worth. Get negative word score equal to 9 times your money. Well, I got good news for you, buddy boy. Alright, maybe I have to lock in a little bit, as the kids say. There are so many things that sound like they should be words, and so many things that don't sound like they should be words, so they're not necessarily mutually exclusive. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Viter. Whitey. Whiteer. War. Really? Verve absolutely sounds like a word. Trave. Parrot. Perrin. No. I was hoping for like a peregrine or something. Traity. Goodness. Varia. Tricky. Trat. Oh, that's Tredo. That's a dead end. Trover. Trovery. Sure. Trover. Let's go with Trover. Why not? What is a trover? Is that like somebody who finds troves? I would assume so, but there's no way to tell. Des. Zimsed. Jut. Hang on, what comes after T? A couple things, yeah. Jogs. Yeah, the Mario Galaxy movie. It's all right. It's okay. It's an action movie for kids. There weren't like any incredible character moments in it whatsoever. There wasn't much to the story, admittedly, but the movie looked very pretty and had a couple of really funny little animation touches in it. And I'm sure it probably... Oh yeah, and Fox McCloud was hilarious and really, really well done, I think. Breed. Like, there's so many people on the internet who immediately get angry when they're like, no, this is not this character is different from how I would like them to be. Or for how they were in the past, but I'm not like that, luckily. If I see a cool version of a character I like, I'm like, oh, cool. It's that character I like, but in a different light. Like, he is still kind of... because, like, there's a reason he and Falco are friends, and Falco is a notorious asshole, right? You can't be friends with Falco and not also be a little bit full of yourself. And it was great. I'm not going to spoil anything here because the movie only just released. But I think Fox was cool. And he had enough presence in the movie that I felt the $8 that I spent on the ticket were absolutely worth it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Especially considering that I only went to watch the movie in cinemas because Fox is in it. Rainbow items have appeared. Wow. So that's kind of like the thing with the early game in Cursed Words. You unlock one character after another, and the early runs are shorter. Next time you will need to complete 4, and after that a true 5-stage win is required. But don't be daunted, beating the game with a new character may inspire yet more members to join our club. And this is why I was like, no, I have to buy this game. There are so many more characters, this game is gonna get so much crazier. Like, I got to Haley Bales, which is a great name. No, hang on, I got to, that's not her name. This is Haley Bales. Sam Gambit. That's her name. I was wondering, that's not Haley Bales. This looks like Haley Bales. The demo had up to Sam Gambit, and that was already crazy enough. But then I saw how many characters there were, or I remembered how many characters there were going to be, and I was like, no, I just have to get this game. I just have to play it. Excuse me. Boo! Did I scare you? I'm Nina, and I'm new around here. I heard about the Secrets and Tactics Society, and I thought it sounded like fun, so here I am. When I joined, E gave me this pin that puts void tiles on the grid. The negative scores can be a little intimidating, but don't discount them too quickly. There are some neat tricks that make them very powerful. Oh, and sometimes they go shiny. I love it when that happens. Me too. Dream War. Let's see. Do I just go with Dream? Yeah, okay. Let's just... I'm gonna need some more items before I can go crazy here. Is just key a word? Yes, it is, yeah. Okay, nice. Let's get our free item. Let's see what we can choose from. Take one for free to get things started. Okay, let's see. For each void tile on the grid whose letter does not appear in your word, get +8 word score. That's not a lot. For each color tile used, scatters one random color tile. Scatters one void red and blue tile. None of these are what I want. I'm gonna go for the Dusty Coffin because it synergizes the best out of these with void tiles. Says for 0, use a blue tile to improve. Start of grid M's and S's become random colors. I assume this is a reference to M&M's and Smarties, but I don't know where this game was made, and Smarties are something different in the US, for example, if I'm not mistaken. Randomly choose 3 letters of the alphabet, start of grid, those letters become blue. I could get some question mark tiles, but I don't have a lot of blue tiles, do I? I'm gonna restock again. Shiny tiles get 2 times tile score is massive for this character. Each tile used with a base value of or more scatters a red tile onto the next grid. Not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go for the fish cake. Sluggish Zombie is just really funny. Anything that like makes letters behave like other letters is just a thing of beauty in this game. What are the chances of getting a 10% chance for void tiles to go shiny? So not particularly high yet. Deke. Do I just go for that? Sure. Oh yeah, right. The void tiles give me points because of the dusty coffin. That's right. Oh my god, shiny tiles get 3 times tile score. That's a big upgrade. Sure, let's get it. Let's do 1 restock. This doesn't do anything. 3 highest base value tiles become void. Is not. I think this gets triggered. Yeah, I think this pin gets triggered first. So I shouldn't use Dangerous Summit, I don't think. Alright, let's just go into the next round and hope for a shiny tile somewhere. Steals my money, 2 color tiles become colorless. That's bad. I'd rather them steal my money than me not having any way to score points. Alright. Oh, they have Tox. What the? They have Toxin. Yeah, it's perfect actually. Yeah. Nice. Whenever I see an X, my immediate thought is Toxin. I meant the letter X, not a person. Scatters 2 void tiles, but has a 20% chance to go shiny. Let's go with that. What I also really like is that you can choose between those 2 options after every stage. So you don't have to go all the way on one or the other. You can just have a balanced build depending on what items you get. I wish more games did that. This is actually a really cool concept. Yep, sticker to level 3. That's the highest level stickers can go under normal circumstances. I might not use the Sluggish Zombie. Let's reroll. Let's see. Convert corner tiles into currencies and give them +10 base score. That's also really funny. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, do I want anything else here? I'm gonna do a reroll. Ah, yeah, these are foil. Foil stickers can be upgraded up to level 5, which is also just a really cool concept, I think. Alright. None of these are what I want, so let's continue. This might actually become a problem real quick if I don't get lucky on some... Yep, that's what I want. Lucky on some shiny tiles. Look at that, you found currency tiles. You can use them as the letter they look like, but they also come with an extra bonus. Use 1 in a word and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, just fan. I don't think I can end a word in B or G, so I'm just gonna go with fan. Just complete this round quickly with tons of points for the shiny. Art on Fire, get word score X longest consecutive run of red tiles. Yep, okay. Eclipse, start of grid, 1E becomes shiny, the rest become void. Interesting, and I think that's new. I don't think I've seen that one in the demo. So another thing that I really like about this game is that unlocks during a run can appear within the same run. And that's actually like... You'd be amazed how cool of a feature that is if you like never really thought about it. Sure, let's get the gamepad to put more void tiles on the board. I'll buy the E in case I get stuck somewhere and run the risk of losing. Jigsaw piece is really funny. If your word currently has a score of exactly 0, get +100 word score. That's a really like fun and creative item that I have very rarely been able to use properly, but I have. I have managed to use it once. Get word score times unique tile colors used. No. Well, no. It's too situational, I think. Well, if I use a void and a shiny, then that's a multiplier. Okay, you know what? I've talked myself into it. The gamepad scatters some colored tiles, and my abilities scholars color. I can't speak anymore. But at least I'm not terribly sick while recording this time, so that's good. Kalos. Gola. Born. Ufo Borno. Sabor. Hang on, that's a word? Really? Sabors. Saborso. Sure, I'll go with it. Sobors? I'm not familiar. Oh wait, no, I haven't bought the thing with the multiple different colors yet. Oops. Pity. Oh, this one's always worth 10 points, even when it's void. That's actually really good to know. Rage. Kriggy. Sab. Sabe. Sabi. Sabet. Sabi. Turf. Well, that should give me a couple extra points over here. Just gonna go with it for the money. And oh, okay, it's enough points also. Sweet. $2 extra from the currency tiles. It adds up over time. You can upgrade that foil maracas an extra 2 levels. For each color tile used, get us 1 random color tile into our next grid. I might actually want to get that, huh? Just because it's especially powerful. Okay. Do I get Dango? Yeah, I already played under the assumption that I had Dango, so I'm gonna just get Dango. You may only submit words with 5 or more tile. 5 or more, yeah. Scares 4 void tiles onto each grid. Bitch, I live in void tiles. Alright. Nice try, dumbass. These currency tiles are immune to your bullshit. Okay, let's see. Ew. It's kind of... When the word becomes invalid, the void tiles become basically invisible in the preview. Janer. I can like Urk, I can Dirk, I can Turk. And I get a bunch of points if I include different colors. I gotta remember that. Dot. Foot. How can I include like an Ert? Dirt. Hang on, I can play Dirt, but that's not a lot of point. Hang on, no, it is a lot of points. I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff here from Dusty Coffin, and I'm gonna get multiplier times 2. So let's just try it. Let's see how it goes. Right, calculate it. Perfectly calculated. I am, after all, one of the world's premier cursed world tubers. Let's increase the shiny chance a little bit more. I have this really weird thing where I don't tend to like really care how other people play video games, but if you're a shiny hunter, I think you should like get professional help. That's a joke. I just don't understand why anyone would do that to themselves. When I like see like occasionally like videos of people like having set up like 8 GameCubes and 8 televisions next to each other, as like, dude, just like, really? Does it feel this good? Like, if I, like, the few times that I have had shiny Pokemon in my life, if I had, like, had to work for them instead of just getting them randomly, I don't think I would have cared about them. My beautiful, shiny Mega Gengar would not have been as cool, I don't think. Sota. Oh, what was shiny Mega Gengar white? Was that a thing? Because I remember having like a shiny Haunter, and like then a shiny Gengar, obviously, and it was, I think, pitch black. And I think I remember that Mega Gengar was white when it's shiny, which was also cool. But I might also just be like remembering that wrong. Who knows? Alright. Get those points. Sweet. Sweet. Excellent. Oh my gosh. One of the worst parts about like working in the video game industry, I'm a translator since not a lot of people watch more than one of these videos, is the part where you're not allowed to talk about what you're working on. And and oh boy, am I not allowed to talk about what I'm working on, but man, I love my job, yo. Just keep doing what you love and you will get to where you want to be eventually. Is what I'm trying to say. Something that I think has been long enough that I can talk about it. That one of the first like really high profile games that I worked on was Outlast 2 forever ago. And it was a great experience. Like the people at Red Barrel, I didn't like talk to any of them like in person, obviously, or even synchronously, but like you were able to like ask them questions about like context and about like inspirations and stuff like that, and they were like on the ball. Like they cared. They cared a lot that like their story came across in all languages. And what was just incredibly funny was before the game came out, there were like all these stories of like, oh, Australia is considering banning the game and all that kind of stuff. And like people on YouTube were like talking about, oh my god, what is happening in that game that would like make a country consider banning it? And I just had to sit there and just smile and go, oh, I know. I know why people want to ban it. This stuff goes hard. I mean, whether you enjoy the game or not is up to you, but I had several moments where I was just like reading and writing text, and I like put my hands on my head and was like, oh my god. Before I even like saw what the game looked like, I was already like, holy shit, this is like the most fucked up stuff I've ever read in my life. I love it. Rube. Not how you spell that. Rule? Let's just go with Rue, whatever. I need to make progress eventually. Oh yeah, Shiny Taz scored 200 points for me, I forgot. Oh heck. Nice. Something that I think is really sad, like from my experience living in America, is like how many people in the US are just like predisposed to not want to watch foreign movies. That's just depressing, I think. Because I think like if they like when they get to see them, like a lot of them, they love them. Like all of the Ghibli movies. Really popular in the US because they're well localized and people love them. Or RRR, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. It came to North America, people love it. Of course they love it, it's amazing. And I think it's just a shame that it's one of those things that was like put on them probably by Hollywood, honestly. That like, oh no, you can't watch Old Boy, you have to watch the Old Boy remake. We're just gonna keep making the movies ourselves. You can't watch The Office, we're gonna make it ourselves. People can't be bothered to understand British people, which, like, to be fair, neither can I, but Zod. But it's like, it's another one of those things, where, oh, hang on, I can play Squid, that's even better. I don't have the zombie actually this time, so let's just go with Squid. Yeah, those are one of my favorite words. And like with the school system, I talked about this a lot, where like a lot of school systems, including in Germany, because we have like the system where the people, the kids who do well in elementary school go to a different high school than the kids who do less well. And the kids who like didn't do well in elementary school go to a school that doesn't expect anything of them. Like they still teach them like things that they need to like get a job and stuff. But like they don't have any faith in them. And that's just really depressing, I think. They don't put in the effort for those kids, even though those kids could like do anything in like the field that they care about. It's actually kind of an interesting conversation. I talked to someone because it's crazy to me still that I am now at the age where I'm more likely to be, I mean, thank goodness. I've been at that age for a while now that I think about it. But it's still like, sometimes you forget that you're an adult. You know what I mean? And for it to be far more likely for me to be friends with a teacher than with like a college student. Which is like, fine. And good, actually. Sticks. Hang on, no, that's too many. There we go, sticks. I think it's a ×3 at the end? That's pretty good. And I was talking to... That's another thing, you gotta stop calling people girls. You know? Because, no, she's a woman, she's not a girl. I was talking to a friend, and she was like, oh my god, like, they have... this and this and this program at this school... And none of these programs involve, like, teaching kids things that they care about. They're all just about, like, wasting the kids' time so the parents can, like, stay at work longer. And I was like, really? That's really sad. That's really, really sad. Because, like, I'm not academically gifted. I barely managed to get into the smart people school. With like an entrance exam that you normally don't have to take if you're actually good enough. And I dropped out of college And the only reason I got a job as a translator is because I was so... because my special interest is the English language. So it didn't really super matter that I didn't actually finish my degree. I, like, spoke English at what was considered native speaker level at 17. And, man, I was not even good at English then. So... this isn't to say, oh, I'm so great. This is to say, every kid has something that they care about that much. That they can just become good at it independently from the school system. And I think that needs to be encouraged. Because, like, sure, schools teach you things that you wouldn't bother to learn in everyday life. But it doesn't mean that they're useless things. But the things that you, like, become an expert at. The things that you become good enough at that people just go, you know what, fuck it. I'll pay a guy to do it for me. You don't get good enough at anything, like, by going to school to do that. I don't think. At least not just by going to school. You may only submit words with 4 or fewer tiles. Alright, whatever. I saved the shiny E for exactly this moment, so bring it. I believe this is the last battle of this particular run. Alright. Main. Oh my god, that's a word? Really? But I would prefer if I could use multiple different colors, like in Zine. That's tricky. That's really tricky. How do I go about this? I think I have to go for the double shiny. That's too good not to do it. I don't even know what name means. It's not no, I can tell you that for free. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. So many triggers every time. Flashy fountain pen. Generate a grid with at least 3 blue, 3 red, 3 shiny, and 3 void tiles. Flashy fountain pen. Do nothing. Submit a tile color name to improve this. Oh yeah, this is really funny. So if you, like, type in the word red on the board, then this gets stronger. I love stuff like that. It's so weird, but it's also, like, really interesting. Tade. Unfortunately not. Tread. Troll. Trell. I really want to have, like, a four color word here. Aral? Clar. Clay. Okay, no, I'm getting sick again. I should, like, look up why that keeps happening. It's really weird. But I'm kind of worried that if I look it up, it'll just tell me, oh, you have nostril cancer or something. Glor. Oh, come on, there has to be a way. There has to be a better way. Drag. Come on. Grawl. Roar. Come on, there has to be a way. There has to be a way to finish this one with the next word. Tate is not a word. Para? Not good. No shiny tiles. I could go for tree. Sure, let's go for tree. Alright. Big score! Big score! Nice. 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 Yes. 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 Eat shit, wolf. Make your own luck. Use the shiny consumable tile. Nice. Start a final grid. Scatter 3 shiny tiles. That's a pretty good item, actually. The characters are just so endearing. I love them so much. All of them. Boars was my longest word. Nice. Nice. Sweet. There's Haley Bales. Numbers have appeared. Greater challenge awaits. So I think the next video is going to be of one of the new characters. If you want to see some gameplay of Haley Bales, you can scroll to the 3rd video that I did about Cursed Words, the demo. I think it's called I Know My AB3s. I had a lot of fun with the titles for Cursed Words. Fantastic game. There's so much content. There's more content that you can unlock later once you've completed a full run. These are really cool bonus challenges that I have played a couple of that are super creative and incredibly weird. I love Cursed Words, and I based this on like a dozen plus hours of playtime in the demo. And hopefully many dozens to hundreds of hours more on the full game. Cursed Words, check it out on Steam. Link in the description. I love it. I love it so much. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to do something kind for yourself, a loved one, and a stranger in any order you choose. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.